What's up? Welcome everyone to Transformation Coach. I'm Master Tran. As you guys follow me out there, I've been fortunate to get a chance to travel around the country. And today's podcast, I want to talk a little about mentorship. A lot of people have been talking to me about this, asking me questions like, where do you get your motivation? And what do you do to get up every day and get motivated? And who pushes you? Well, I'm a big, firm believer in mentorship, seeking out the people that are successful in your market, in your area, and follow them as best you can in any way possible. I'm going to talk later about how you can do that, but today I'm with one of my mentors, Kyoshi Steve LaVallee here, and at his World Training Center called the Martial Arts University International. You heard it. It's called, otherwise known as Maui. Now, I'm going to tell you a little about the Maui programs. I belong to it. I'm a big believer of it also. So this is for all the martial artists out there right now that owns martial arts schools. Listen in and see what Kyoshi has to say. He has a lot of wisdom to talk to you about. So, Kyoshi, thank you for being on here today.
Thank you, sir.
Now, tell me a little bit about yourself, your upbringing and so forth, and how you got to where you are today.
Started martial arts when I was 10 years old, fell in love with it, and it's a love affair that just keeps getting better and better. And fortunate, you mentioned mentorship. My first instructor was a great mentor, great instructor, great coach. My boxing coach was a great mentor, great coach. I've been with Mr. C for 30 years.
Yes.
Mr. Coquino's head of education and funding company. He's a great mentor, great coach. My dad, God rest his soul, he was a great coach. So I've been very fortunate to have a lot of good mentors. Now I have mentors, I consider you one of my mentors in Muay Thai,
Sure.
mentors in Jiu-Jitsu, mentors in life.
Yes.
I'm a big believer in it. And what do I share, like you, what I've been taught.
Yes. So with this Maui concept, the Martial Arts University International, how did that come about?
Well, I was actually mentoring a bunch of friends through EFC that wanted to know what was working for us, because we had the schools running well up in Syracuse, and now in South Florida we've got 12 schools running in 2 different states at a higher than average success level. So people want to know, what were we doing?
Mm-hmm.
So some friends, I was just sharing it, but Keith Thompson, Chris Robinson,
Yes.
Kathy Faust, and many of the original, Tim Bouchard, etc., Ivan Kravis, they were all asking, well, we got to get something a little more formal. We don't want to feel like we're just catching you on the fly. We'd like to see you structure something that could be a little more formalized. And I almost felt like it was my calling, like you with the Muay Thai and doing what you're doing online
Yes.
now. It just felt right. And as I started coaching, at first was 5, 10, 15, 20 school owners, I noticed their numbers were improving. Their results were improving, but more important, they were happier. They were more productive. They were helping their team come up through, because I think initially, in any business, but especially the martial arts, you want to first learn to make sure that you can provide for yourself and your family. But once you do, it's all about others. Mm-hmm. It's how can we develop something that can help the next generation succeed at a faster pace, and hopefully see that they can give back even more than we've been able to give back.
Okay.
And that's really what you're doing. You're giving back.
Yes, sir. Now, in a nutshell, with Maui here, what is it designed to do?
It's designed to help any martial arts school owner accelerate their success.
Raising the standards of martial arts, right?
Clearly, because we spend so much time and effort on the mats, learning our arts, doing our study. But some people are almost allergic to the business side. And you can't be. It is a business. We've got to, and there's nothing wrong with making a profit. In fact, where would the world be if it wasn't profitably ran? Right? Part of the problems with the country in the U.S. right now is part of the government isn't being ran profitably. But you as an entrepreneur, you deserve to give more, to live more, to share more, and to receive more. And done in a fair, honest, ethical way. What Maui does is teach school owners like yourself and other highly successful martial artists how to become more successful with their business adventures.
Okay. Now, you just said highly successful martial artists, but I'm assuming also your clientele could be someone who just opened up the school a year ago, right?
Clearly, but usually they've got a strong base of martial arts. They could be successful running a Parks and Rec program.
Yes.
Right, but now they want to go full time.
Correct.
You know of John Clark, the police officer.
Yes.
He's very successful at what he does. He's got a great combat wrestling program, but he really doesn't know how to run a commercial school, so now we're helping him because he would like someday get away from the police work and pursue martial arts full time. And that's what we want to do, is help him accelerate the process.
Okay. Now, tell me a little bit about the intel of Maui now. I know we get weekly coaching.
Yes.
What else do we get with this here?
Well, it's a combination of the weekly coaching calls. You get, sometimes there's direct one-on-one strategic coaching for those that need it at different levels. There's the online university, which has the marketing format, the archives of the newsletters, the staff training tips, the marketing tips, the tips on how to increase your net profits. And then there's every 90 days is the Warriors Weekend.
Yes.
We'll do 3-day intensives right here at the World Training Center. And probably of all of that, the greatest benefit is the network of high achievers.
I was going to say that, yeah.
Because whether you got 50 students, 100 students, or 200 students, or whatever, most people want about twice what they have. So if they got 50, they want 100. If they got 100, they want 200. And all we're really doing is helping them get there injury-free. What do you teach on the Muay Thai is how to train, get better, improve your skills, but hopefully do it injury-free. Avoid some of the mistakes that people have made before you. And that's really what we're doing with Maui, is avoid some of the mistakes, whether it be lease negotiations, your insurance issues, could be staff challenges, how to hire and find and keep the best people. Yes. Not just accept whoever shows up, but hire, keep, find, search, and recruit to develop an even better breed of instructor for the future.
How long have you been in the business?
35 years, November 1st.
So 35 years. And one thing about Kyoshi I really, really respect, I love to follow him closely, is that he walks his talks, and he really does everything that he talks about. Here, business side, physical side also. He's 51.
I'll be 54 in December.
54. Look at it. He's a machine, and he works that way, and he believes in that. He pushed that in every one of us. I'm involved in Maui, so I want you guys to take a look at how can we get involved and get more information about Maui.
MAUinternational.com. www.mauinternational.com. You go there, there's a lot of free information for you to just check it out. We believe you need to see, is this culture right for you? And if it is, we'd love to work with you.
And what's the phone number?
The phone number is, good question.
Okay, we'll get back to you.
You can email me at KyoshiUSA@AOL.com. Kyoshi, KYOSHI, @AOL.com.
Thank you. And on the bottom of this video, you'll find his phone number also, all right? And guys, I know Kyoshi and I believe in mentor. Who gets you going every day?
Me, but
okay.
But also,
but who's been your mentors in the past?
Mr. Coquino's been my main mentor in the martial arts. From Master Toddy, I was with him for a little bit. My original instructor Lee Thompson, Frank Cucci, Master Fred Dagerberg. It's endless. It's endless.
So guys, go out there and search for mentorship. All right, find the people you need to in your life to succeed. All right. So, sir, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate that.
Louis, thank you, sir.
All right, guys, this is a transformation coach. I'm Master Tran. I ask you to live every day with your faith, passion, purpose. God bless, and take care.